apologize for that. That's wrong, Miss Betty. That's wrong. It's wrong for y'all doing that to me.
Why are you crying? Let's go to the cabaret. Come to the cabaret. And Jocelyn in this bitch.
Yo, bitches wanna play games with me, but I'm here to straight I tell you no. Wanna play games with me, but I'm here to straight I tell you no. Just wanna play games with me, but I'm here to straight I tell you no. Wanna play games with me, but I'm here to straight I tell you no. Just wanna play games with me, but I'm here to straight I tell you no. Weekend mamacita, yeah, I run this shit, you know. It's slutty bitches and ain't got shit on me. Let you know, está rica, muy vainilla, no yo rica, mi booty la. Tu dinero para el pussy. Tu dinero para el pussy. Tu dinero para tu dinero para tu dinero para el pussy.
What is going on, entertainers? So today I'm coming to y'all with another video, another recap of Jocelyn Cabaret. Finally, we get a good episode. But Jocelyn, she wearing me out with these videos, okay? But you know I kill you dead. Jocelyn's vocabulary is funny. She does actions twice. You know, I kick your ass on your ass. Now she kill you dead. You already dead, but you gonna be super dead. Like, that's how Jocelyn do. I'm like, wow. Like, that's new. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to redo that one. Like, that was a little bit too much. Okay, the Debbie Cakes was in the rain. Can you stand the rain? In the cabaret. Okay, pouring in the rain. Debbie Cakes bounced. I see in the comments, the Zeus comments, they were saying, "Is she preggers?" I did see that a lot. And they were saying, "Is Jocelyn preggers?" I don't think so. I think she would have been revealed it right now. It would have probably been got exposed. But I just think she's been eating a little bit good. Okay, she's off the powder donuts. If you guys haven't copped It's Giving Powder Donut sweater, you guys could cop it. My merch is, you know, on my page. Go to the store, on tab on my YouTube, and then you'll be able to buy. Okay, It's Giving Powder Donuts. All right, so I think she's off the powder donuts a lot. So I think it's making the sister girl a little hungry. That's why she got a little thicker. So Wet, of course, runs up as we left off the episode. And Wet, here's the thing. You need to learn how to keep your head up. If Wet could learn how to keep her head up, she'd be a dangerous mother. She'd really be a dangerous girl. But she won't be keeping her head up. That's where she slips in, and, you know, she falters. So then Jocelyn comes out. And mind you, that fight, like, it was like a tussle. It was just like, Wet was swinging, though. I'll give it that. But T-Love was swinging, too. Jocelyn comes out. She was disappointed. She like, next thing you know, they go for round two. Now, Miss Wet. Wet decided to do a stripper matrix move, okay? What Wet did, she spin around the pole, she twisted, okay? She came around the other side, not once, but twice, and she got T-Love. Now, T-Love, how could you let Miss Wet do that to you? You didn't even learn after the first spin. You let her spin again. Wet don't even know how to work the stripper pole. When Wet goes down the stripper pole, it looked like she's a firefighter going down the pole when a house on fire. You know how they... And you let her get you like that. I'm disappointed. I ain't gonna lie. Apparently, the floor was slippery. That's why she fell. So T-Love, after she kicks her, T-Love said, boop, she falls right on the floor. And Wet proceeds to get on top of she booka baka boo. She boop, 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 boop. I said, damn. Miss Wet didn't know what to do with herself because she finally did her big one. Spinning the confessional saying, you know, it was a shifty situation. Okay, so it was a shifty situation. So that's how I knew it was extra wet, because the amount of spin used to let us know that it had to be super wet on the floor. Okay, so Wet wins the fight. Really, she wins it because she was on top of T-Love, just booka baka boom her in the face. She bop 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 and wang and wang and wang. Okay, so Wet doing her victory dance. She doing a lot of Del Ho dance on the side because she's very excited that she finally did her a big one. See, that's what you get, T-Love. You was talking all that stuff and all that hot stuff, and look what happened. That's why you can be talking a lot. T-Love talks too much. That's an issue. So you doing all that talking, karma came in right and beat you in the butt. Because now you're going to be known as the girl that wet beat up. And she didn't even beat you on low-key fairly because we know you slipped, but she still did her big one on you. So it's like, you still took an L with that. And I feel bad for you. I hate it for you. Okay? So then T-Love is very angry at this point. She wants her leg back. She goes to Jocelyn. She's just like, man, I'm from Wisconsin, home of the cheese, nigga. I put this on Crip. I put this on my mama. I put this on my soul. I put it on God in heaven. Ooh, I put it on John and them. Like, like she was just mad. She was banging all up in Jocelyn's face. Jocelyn was like, why you throwing all them gang signs in my face? You didn't even beat wet up. Okay, you didn't even get a lick in, bitch. So Joss is just confused as to why T-Lo's so mad because she didn't do her big one with wet. Okay, so which I'm just saying, I feel like they were squared up fairly again. It still wouldn't have been like an easy W for T-Love. I think she underestimated Wet. I'm not saying Wet's the greatest fighter out here, like Muhammad or something, but she keeps up. Like she. Especially with the yummy thing, like both of them were pretty, like she keeps up. I was shocked. She just needs to keep her head up. That's it. So then T-Love, they push her outside and Daisy comes out there and tells T-Love, hey, like, yeah, your friend Egypt in there with your necklace. She was saying that you was, picking on Wet, you was bullying on Wet, which you were, T-Love. You were. And it's okay. Wet gets on my nerves too because I feel like she's a clout chaser. So like I get it. You were. So Egypt comes outside because she was talking about Egypt, and Egypt was like, "Oh, like wait, what'd you say?" She was like, "Yeah, she was just telling me that you said I was bullying Wet." She was like, "No, you were picking at her." Same thing, really, low key. Like you could flip the words, semantics, all that. Same kind of thing. We saw it. Like she really went in on Wet. She told truth though. I'm gonna keep saying that. Miss Wet. She told truth. Okay. So then T-Love gets really mad at Egypt. She's like, get out my face, because I now feel like I'm being like attacked. So then Egypt is telling Daisy, she like, why you being messy though? Why you being messy? And y'all know Daisy, airhead Daisy. What? Like, no, all I said was you said what you said. That's what you said. Yeah. I'm being messy. Yeah, I'm being messy. You said Wet's getting, yeah. Airhead Daisy. So they go inside, Egypt and Daisy. Next thing you know, they start confronting each other. Egypt was like, why would you say that? Why would you try to be messy? And Egypt talked with her hands, okay? You know how T-Love throw them thighs? She throw them, okay? But Egypt talked with her hands. So she voguing all up in Daisy's face. So Daisy wasn't having it. So the next thing you know, Daisy kind of looks away. I don't know what she was looking at that point. Because I'm like, you in the middle of a conversation, you just looking away. And then Egypt sees the boom. She knocks the pyramid up inside Daisy's head. And then they get to fighting. And then we see the Michelin Man. It was Egypt. We find out that Egypt is completely bald. I stand corrected. Last week on the after show, I was saying that had to be like a bald cap, like it had to be a cap. When like girls get their hair removed or whatever, it's like a cap underneath. So I'm thinking it's the cap and like it looked funny or something. No, that girl was bald. I said, damn. I'm talking about bald. Balding shot. I said, wow, that is crazy. So then Egypt had Daisy leaking, but Daisy blocked her first hit. I feel like Daisy would have kept up with her a little bit, but I still think Egypt would have got the best of her. But Egypt, you had her naughty, but you had rings on, okay? I had her naughty, no rings. No, you had rings, okay? You had the ring on. So that's why Daisy was bleeding. Because you had whatever ring you had. Every kiss begins with K. I don't know if it was a that type of ring. It was a Claire's or motherfucking, Pandora. You had a ring. Okay. And that's why Daisy was a leak. Okay. So I hate how they try to make it seem like she just busted, her eyebrow open with one punch had it not been for that ring. Okay. Let's be fair now. So Egypt talks to Danny. Danny walks in the room. She said, hold on, wait a minute. First off, you bald-headed? That's what I said when I see that. I said, whoa. Usually we never see that. Like, usually when the hair comes out, we just see the set it off braids to the back. We see the McNeils to the back. We never see a bald head straight. So it shocked me when I seen it. I said, whoa. Wow. You feel me? So that was the shocker. So Danny's like, you bald-headed, but you beautiful. You beautiful. She had to add that in there because you gorgeous. She had to add in, you're gorgeous. Because as she just said, first off, you bald-headed, that would have been a little bit insulting. And she would have probably got clocked too. So Egypt feels like, she's telling Danny, she feels like Daisy was being messy. She's like, I don't even fight girls like that. You know, I eat kitty, I don't fight kitty. Okay. So she was saying like, she don't be fighting pretty girls like that. So it's so disappointing that she's just being so messy like that. So we get to the rehearsal. See, this is what I mean why this episode was so good, because guess who was in literally almost all the scenes? Jocelyn. I told you all. Jocelyn not being in the house doesn't make the show interesting. I'm sorry. Like, we need her. The cast, although I still think some of the cast members, y'all could have picked other ones, but hey, that's whatever. But the fact that they didn't have the best cast and Jocelyn wasn't there in the house living with them, it made the season. That's why I feel like this was like the first or second episode, real-ish. Like, this to me was like the second episode. This shouldn't be like the 7th episode. We just getting something good. And it's not because they fighting. It's because it was funny moments. It was entertaining. It has nothing to do with fights. So that's my whole thing. Like, next season, if y'all got a next season, Johnson, please stay in the house with them. Like, I don't know if it got to be the second house over or what, but like, we need you in these episodes because this cast of girls, they not eating them up. Okay. Some of them lives, they be going live, they be having like 5 views. I'm like, I got more than y'all and I'm a nobody. Like, that's crazy. Okay, so they start rehearsing, they start doing cha-cha. And then Ricardo is telling Jocelyn, she's like, hey, like you need to be here and there. And then Jocelyn's like, stop talking to me. No, stop talking to me. Ricardo, shut up. Don't talk to me. And I'm like, whoa, like all this man is doing, he's trying to help because that performance wasn't hot. The Mayweather performance, I watched it. It was not hot. So you really could have used Ricardo's instructional advice because it wasn't that good. I'm just saying. The music was off. I don't know what was going on with the music. Like, it just didn't sound good. The girls was okay, but it's like, no. Like, it wasn't the hottest performance I've seen Johnson do. So you really should have listened to Ricardo. She's like, stop trying to teach me something I already know. I already know this is my cabaret, okay? These are my $2 hoes. I stand right here, do a little, up my nose. All right, we good, okay? So shut up. So Ricardo's like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, okay. So he's just being obedient to it. So then T-Love and Spin and Egypt talk. They just rewinding the whole situation over again. T-Love's like, oh, I'm so sorry I had to fight over me. Like, I'm sorry I had to fight over me. She making a whole thing. I'm like, there wasn't fight over you. They was like, no, like it was a situation dealing with you. So then Jocelyn talks to Egypt, and then Jocelyn's just like, okay, you a big girl. You can't be fighting these big. I know what you can be. You can whoop my ass. You can whoop ballistic. So you can't be fighting in this house, okay? You're going to sit down over there with your big ass and you're not going to do nothing. Okay? So she's telling her, like, it's not fair because she's a bigger girl that she can't, fight with her. And I'm not saying because she's fat, because Egypt is, she's a hulky girl. That's not fair to me, though, because it's like, so they could do whatever they want and she can't hit them because she's a hulky girl. That, to me, is crazy. Like, how is that fair? Who told you that was appealing? Like, you feel me? Like, that to me just isn't fair. Like, just because she's bigger don't mean nothing. So then Egypt reveals that she said she's suffering from alopecia. I said, you're not suffering no more, girl. It's over, okay? You have no hair left. Like, there is no suffering from it. Justice says, alopecia? What? That's what I was saying. I'm like, suffer alopecia would be you have some hair left, but you still have balding in some spots. Like, it's gone. So, like, you're no longer going through it. Okay? If you were, like, we can't see it no more because you have no hair left. So T-Love talks to Justin, and We find out that T Love has a couple kids, and her baby daddies, they're not too happy with her being at the cabaret. Okay. And one of them supportive, one of them's really not. And I know they're probably gonna be really mad because they're gonna see you on that floor scurrying like a praying mantis. So they really gonna be feeling away. Okay, so watch when this episode airs. I know they're gonna be shaking their head like the palm on their head like this. So T was just like, I was just being honest with her, Jocelyn. Like everything that I do, I'm a real bitch. You feel me? I'm a real bitch. So as a real bitch, I let her know that her teeth are disgusting, her hair is messed up, her titties are atrocious, and she needs to gain more weight. That's all that I said. It was nothing harmful. And I'm like, T plays the victim role so good. And it's like, as much as I like what you was like, you went in for the kill, but all of the things that you said were truth. It just came across as unnecessary, especially with you trying to be cookie crunch girlfriends with her afterwards. It'd be one thing you said and you was like, I'll mess with you. Then it'll be different. But it looked like you was being cookie crunch girlfriends with her after. Because you couldn't be cookie crunch girlfriends with me after you so crowd like that. If I was you, Miss Wet Wet. So I know why Miss Wet Wet snapped. So Daisy FaceTime Jocelyn at the hospital. She's just like, is that Matilda? Do me some magic and get rid of your eyebrow. Huh? So, Daisy's sitting there with the thing on her head. I'm like, Daisy, you really going to the hospital over this show? That's crazy. And Daisy says she wants her leak back. Get your leak back. Wrong idea. Don't do that. Egypt is going to break you. I wouldn't think that's a good idea. Like, leave her alone. You have no hair to pull now. Now that it's been revealed that she's bald, she has no reason to keep the hair in. Okay, she can mess around and wear a hair hat and have that bitch on, and just take it off, and then you'll be done. So don't do that. So I'm glad Jocelyn informed her that wouldn't be a good idea. So Lucky talks to Jocelyn, and Jocelyn's point as to not wanting Lucky around is because she feels like she's wishy-washy. I agree with Jocelyn. Something about Lucky, I don't know what it is. Like, it's hard to explain, so I get Jocelyn. I'm telling you, it's like she doesn't stand on anything. She's so like, like that's what irritates me. Oh, and so one of my entertainers, y'all know they tagged me in something. It was I guess Big Lex liked the comment like a few weeks ago that said, "Oh my God, I can't believe Lucky switched up on you like that. It's hard to find loyalty or something." And she liked it, and I'm like, ooh. So I don't think Big Lex too much feeling you, and the Cabaret doesn't want you. So, oh my God, you out of luck, Lucky. Okay, no wonder they call you unlucky. She just feels like like he's a traitor and so on and so forth. And Justin's like, I just want to feel you. I just want to feel you. Like I just want to feel you. I feel your pussy, but I just want to feel you. I just want to feel you. Which, like I said, I get what Jocelyn means. It's like it's a barrier up with her. Like she's one flip floppy, and it's like there's a huge barrier up. So I get Jocelyn 100%. So Wet and Jocelyn end up talking. So Jocelyn's just like, so Wet, you don't even want to dance and be here in the cabaret. You don't even know how to dance. You always come here for drama. Like you fight this bitch, you fight that bitch. Like, come on. You really want to be here? And Wet was just like, I do, Jocelyn. Paris and London just keep getting me in trouble, Jocelyn. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go. They checking on her boobs. They giving her boobs updates and everything like that. And Jocelyn's just like, okay, let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's get to the nutter butter. Let's crack the nutter butter open. Why do you want to be a part of the cabaret? Okay, so Wet was like, oh, she wants to dance or whatever. She feels like she got the routine down, and she just wants to show off that she did her big one. Okay, she wants to show off the dance. So Wet does the dance. Wet look like a damn praying mantis. She Justin, you better not let that girl on the stage with you because she gonna make you look crazy. Oh God. Please don't do it, Jocelyn. She was like, and when she got on the floor, like when you drop something, really, like when you drop, let's say you drop like 3 things at once and you kind of hop in and pick up each one. That's what Wet looked like she was doing. Dead ass. And the episode kind of is there. Justice is like, okay, anytime before you can perform, we got to fix your teeth. And I'm like, Y'all gonna fix her teeth. You know how expensive that's gonna be. Who gonna drop the bag? Because if Miss Whiteway had the bag, she would have been did it. So I want to know who's dropping the bag on the teeth. Okay. The episode kind of ends off there. And yeah, this episode was really, really funny. It was really good. Like I said, it was entertaining from the beginning to end. Because of Jocelyn, not the fights. Because y'all gonna be like, oh, y'all just want them to fight. No. Jocelyn has to be there for the show to be funny. See what about. Okay? Leave your comments down below, and we are babies.
No personal thing.